Step number 3 is to convert the internal activities to external activities. We have here the activity number 6, in which we are really doing some setup. We are changing the jig, we are changing some plates, we might be changing some bits, we might be changing different parts. And the improvement potential is here that instead of changing small parts in the head, we just change the whole head. Let's see an example for the milling cutters. It might happen that after a job order is finished, we check which bits are worn out, we have to replace, we change few worn out chips and we align them, we put the new one and we tighten them. Similarly, it could happen for the turning tool also. And on lathe machine, we have seen the bit of the turning tool is now gone and we have to replace it with the new bit. This takes a lot of time. Instead, what we can do, we can prepare another head, another turning tool, another milling tool, which is already ready. And as soon as the job order is finished, we just replace the whole head with the new already prepared inspector head, and we are finished. We are very quick with the change. Now we can say that all of us are not dealing with these simple heads, turning or lathe machines. I have seen this idea applies to most of the special purpose machines. It doesn't matter what type of machine we have. Most of the time that we are spending a lot of time replacing one small tool or some wires or anything on that particular head. In case we take the complete head out and replace it with the new head, which is anyway in the company as a spare part available, then we are much quicker and we have offline a lot of time to check, inspect and do a very good quality setting, and the machine downtime for doing this activity can be drastically. Similarly, there could be during the setup time we could be changing some plates, and in traditional way there are a lot of screws, bolts, nuts we have to open, and we can question when we are doing SMED analysis. If there are, for example, 9 bolts, then we can ask, do we need 9 bolts here, or we can just have 4 bolts and they will function the same. Similarly, we can also ask if we need to have bolts at all, because to screw and unscrew a bolt we need spanner also. But instead of that, we can have one wing nut in which we don't need any tool. An operator can simply with hand can rotate and open or tighten the screws. Other ideas during the setup time you can think of is how the fastening or tightening of the screw is happening. For example, in traditional way, we are opening the whole screw. A screw might have say 28 threads. So in order to remove a particular plate or a part for the setup time, we might have to rotate a screw 28 times and then remove the screw, and then we can take. This is 28 threads per screw. If we have more screws, then even it's more time consuming. In a more lean way, you can have pear-shaped holes in which you just have to open one thread of a screw. After turning one time, the plate will be loose, and then you can slide it in one direction and you can easily remove a plate or any part. So it's one thread loosening system here. Or there is another idea in similar cases that you can have C-slots instead of traditional holes, in which you just unscrew one thread of the screw, and after that you can just slide and remove the part. So these are the ways in which you can speed up the whole replacement of the parts during the setup time. So in case the setup time involves any fastening or any clamps with bolts which requires spanner or other tools, that you can also check. There are in the market a variety of clamps which don't need any type of spanner, Allen key or anything like that. They can be just simply with hand, can be clamped and can be very easily opened, and that eliminate the whole work of loosening, removing the packing plates and replacing the packing plates as per the height of the parts. Everything is eliminated if we have this state-of-the-art clamps which are very easily available in the market. So here in our example we have seen for the activity number 6, we have a lot of ideas, and depending upon our machine, our setup, we can use some of these ideas or other ideas, and we can speed up this change process. In our example we have seen we want to change the whole head, and then we have reduced here the time for this activity from 7 minutes to 2 minutes.